Hello everyone. We are here for another one of our Hog Molly's books, and today we're going to read about the Pickle Pie Party. So hopefully you've already put your name in the book and your date and your grade so that you can always make sure that you have your copy. And let's not forget that we're going to read every night. We're going to do our homework when it is assigned, respect my teachers and my classmates, work hard at school, and do the right thing. That's what the Hog Mollies always want us to do. Now, in this story, as I'm reading it, I want you to think about how Duke, Sprout, Hoppy, and Harley solved their problem in the story. So we'll think about that. Harley, Sprout, Hoppy, Duke were the best of friends. Everyone called them the Hog Mollies. They were always playing and working together. One day, while playing hide and seek, Duke stumbled upon an old piece of paper in the attic. Maybe we should ask Grandma about it, he suggested to the others. You found the pickle pie recipe, Grandma exclaimed. When the Hog Mollies handed her the worn paper, I haven't seen that recipe since I was about your age. Pickle pie. Each of my friends had a special job to help bake the biggest and most delicious pickle pie ever tasted. Pickle pie? That doesn't sound very tasty, interrupted Harley. Oh, but it's wonderful, continued Grandma. Some of my favorite memories are from the pickle pie parties we used to have. We invited everyone in town to eat and dance and sing all night long. I really miss those days. The Hog Mollies decided to surprise Grandma and bring back the pickle pie party that very day. Together they would team up to find all the ingredients. The pickle pie recipe called for flour, sugar, eggs, and of course pickles. Sprout was the first to find his ingredient and quickly ran back to the kitchen. Pickle pie party tonight at Grandma's. But don't tell Grandma. It's a surprise. On the other side of town, Harley was collecting enough sugar for the recipe. As he ran back to the kitchen, he spread the news of the party to everyone he saw. Pickle pie party tonight at Grandma's. But don't tell Grandma. It's a surprise. Hoppy decided to visit the chicken farm to get the eggs for the pickle pie. He very gently carried them all the way back to the kitchen, never dropping a single egg. When curious people asked him, he explained, pickle pie party tonight at Grandma's. But don't tell Grandma. It's a surprise. Sprout, Harley, and Hoppy met back at the kitchen, but Duke was nowhere to be found. I hope he gets here soon, uttered Harley. We can't make the pickle pie without him. A few minutes later, Duke walked through the door, his head hanging low. I looked everywhere, he said, but I couldn't find pickles. I went from garden to garden all over town. I even went to see if Farmer Smith had grown any pickles, but I couldn't find pickles anywhere. Don't worry, Duke. We found all the other ingredients, said Sprout. We'll help you find the pickles, too. The Hog Mollies set their ingredients down to assist Duke. Teamwork. After a few moments of brainstorming, Hoppy had an idea. Grandma will know how to find the pickles, he said. But we don't want to ruin the surprise party, worried Harley. Then the Hog Mollies realized something. What do you think they might have asked? It was Grandpa, they shouted. They all remembered Grandpa bringing up jars of fruits and vegetables from the basement. Maybe he would know. He says, let's ask Grandpa. Duke led the gang to Grandpa. "Do you know where pickles come from?" they asked him. "Sure," he replied. "Come with me." The Hog Mollies looked confused as Grandpa led them to a huge patch of cucumbers in the middle of Grandma's garden. "Here is where it all begins," he proclaimed as he plucked a perfectly ripe cucumber from its vine. The gang just looked at each other and shrugged. Knowing that they were still confused, Grandpa then led them to the basement cellar. In the basement, Grandpa threw open the cellar door. The Hog Mollies were amazed to see the jars of the most beautiful colors arranged neatly on shelves. One whole row was full of the brightest green that they had ever seen. "Pickles!" they yelled. Grandpa then explained how Grandma brought him cucumbers from the garden, and with a few simple steps, they became pickles. Now they found the final ingredient. The Hog Mollies were ready to bake their pickle pie. The gang grabbed jars of pickles and walked upstairs to the kitchen. "Thanks for your help," Duke told the others. "It's so much fun when we work together." One at a time, the Hog Mollies proudly added each ingredient into the mixing bowl. Finally, it was time for the pickle pie party. Surprise! Everyone ate a piece of pickle pie, danced and sang. "This pickle pie party is just as good as the ones I remember," Grandma said with a big smile on her face. "But the fact that you work together to plan a surprise makes it the best pickle pie party ever." Now, in the back of your book, you have a recipe of how to turn cucumbers into pickles. First thing you have to do is find a grown-up to help. Then wash those cucumbers. Don't want dirt in our pickles. Wash and sterilize the jars and the lids too. Then we're going to mix vinegar and pickle spice mix and bring it to a boil. So if you see pickling spice at Walmart or any of your stores, you can put that in that vinegar. Fill the jars with cucumbers and pickle spice mix, and then put the lids on. Boil and seal the jars for about 5 minutes. And for the best flavor, you have to wait about 2 weeks, and then you can enjoy. Did you know that you can make your own pickles? Now at the very back, remember that question I asked you about? I said, think about how they solved their problem. They couldn't find pickles. They didn't even know where pickles came from. What did they use? I think they used teamwork, because they helped each other and they figured out that they could ask Grandpa, and then Grandpa had the answer, and they all helped carry those pickles up. Are there times that you use teamwork to solve a problem or for any other thing? So on the back, why don't you write down some times that you use teamwork? It's a whole team of people that helped me read this story to you today. That's how I use teamwork. I bet you guys have a lot of ideas. Well, thanks so much for joining me for the pickle pie party, and we'll see you the next time for the next Hog Mollies book. Bye.
Perfect. Good job.